Coach, opening up conference play here at home tomorrow. You've already had a handful of matches here before. You're dealing with a lot of young players too. Going into conference play and what you've seen so far, what do you guys think ahead of this first match against Morgan?
I'm excited for it. The first week in Alaska kind of gave us a starting point. Helped me to figure out who we have. This past weekend at Upper Iowa definitely showed us places where we can improve. Gave us building blocks, so to speak. Gave us a lot for us to learn about each other and about this is me still first year learning them learning me. And I thought this past weekend was awesome. We did play Upper Iowa and we lost Mallory for a little bit. But I'm proud of the way we have. I've got a great group of seniors that are doing a great job of leading us as a group and making sure that we're getting better every day. So kicking off conference against a team that's 7-1 in Moorhead. They just beat a ranked opponent in Grand Valley. They're a very good, very well-coached team, a very senior-laden team. So it'll impose some tough challenges for us. But I think some of the matchups look pretty good for us.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, what the matchups, your lineup, what are they going to look like against this team coming up here? I mean, where can you take advantage? Where might you have to run
I think in a lot of places we can take advantage in the middle of the court with Tara and Sean. I think the two of them have done a great job of being available. They have a middle on their team as well that hopefully we take advantage of the blocking matchup there and able to shut them down a little bit. I think defensively they hit into our strengths of defense, so I think that part should help us a little bit as well. I really hope to take advantage and be able to force the issue in the middle of the court and really be able to spend some time there. That's where we've had a lot of great production right now. And again, a lot of our leadership is coming from in the middle of the court. So I hope that's one place I think we can exploit.
Tara, how do you feel things are coming along? Do you feel, being such a young team, there's a lot of timing involved, especially on your position. Is it everything coming better each game?
It's definitely getting a lot better. It's obviously in a struggle. I've been here for 4 years and I've only been used to one setter's hand, so obviously the first weeks is going to be a little rough, but definitely I see improvement already within practice and with our games that we've had. She's learning really fast and that's always a good thing.
And as a senior, in what ways are you and Mallory and some of the other upperclassmen helping some of these younger players along, and what positive signs have you already noticed?
I think they take direction very well, especially if it's from the players or the coach. They definitely seem to listen a lot more with that as well. And I think that they listen to us, especially when it comes to teams we play, because we've had more experience with them and learning what they do, and so we can help them that way as well. But definitely the positivity is a huge thing. As an upperclassman, you always want to enforce that with the younger ones, make them do the best they can do without kind of over pushing them a little bit.
Does it give you a challenge, or do you feel more excited going into when you hear Coach saying hey, our inside is going to bring out a big advantage?
It definitely gets me really excited, especially since we've seen them play before, so I especially know that their middle is one that we need to capitalize on, especially, so I think it's really exciting that we've got a good matchup in both spots.
Coach, how do you feel your team's confidence is coming? You mentioned being young, and of course you're implementing new things that they're seeing, and do you feel that as time is slowly going longer, they're getting a little more confident?
More and more every day, and I can't even attest that to me, to be honest. It's the group of the 4 upperclassmen group. They do set the expectations, teach it right, and then whether it was things they didn't like last year or things they did, we've talked about it. We've got great communication in the gym. I can't ask for a better group of kids to come and walk in and be a first-year coach with. They really want to get better, and they work at it every day. So I think we get better every day. I think our confidence gets better every day. Working in this conference is going to be tough, but I'm excited for that challenge.
You alluded to some of the positives you noticed in the Alaska trip. What were some of the things that you noticed in Fayette that you might still need to work on here throughout the course of the season?
The first 2 games in Fayette were great. I thought we were clicking. We were improving upon the stuff that we needed to from the Alaska trip. In the third game, Mallory went down with a sprained ankle, and when we lost her a little bit, the biggest thing I think we have to learn how to is to be able to play without her, so to speak. Be able to step up to the plates without our, and that's our kill leader, that's our returning NSIC player. And we can't do everything in the middle of the court with the other 2, with Sean and Tara as our other 2, centerpiece of starters. So we've got to learn to do better of stepping up the plate and fill that gap or fill that role or fill that in a better way, to be honest. I think they're learning, A couple of the freshmen got to play, and a couple of the kids got to play a little bit last week, and they haven't played early in the season because of it. But I think they're learning. I think that's our biggest. That'll be our next hurdle, is how to fill that role, how to learn to become a dependent on person rather than just a role playing person.
And what is Mallory's status for tomorrow's match? Is she?
Mallory will be out tomorrow. We're hopeful that she'll be back Saturday, but it's still Saturday. It's still 50-50 right now. But next Tuesday home, she should be back for sure by then.